Alright, so today I'm going to be talking to y'all about the oxygen acetylene setup, alright? Have any of y'all ever seen somebody using this setup and wanted to know how to use it? How to do it yourself? Well, I know in my case, I like doing metal work and stuff like that, so I wanted to learn how to use it. And if you're like me, you're going to want to know the same. Alright, the first step here on our oxygen acetylene setup is making sure you have the right protective equipment. Alright, there's a lot of hot things that go on with this, so you don't want to get burned or get some in your eyes and whatnot. The second step is making sure you have all these connections, all these small connections on here. Making sure you have them tight and secured. Alright, and you want proper tools to do that with. The third and final step is adjusting your gauges. These two regulators here, adjusting them to get the proper flow you want to get the proper flame at the end of your torch. Alright? Alright, so the first process is knowing what protective equipment to wear. The first PPE that you'll want to wear is a pair of these leather gloves. And you can pass those around if you'd like. The leather gloves help protect your hands, of course. That's what they go on from extreme temperatures that you're going to be dealing with. The second piece of PPE that you want to have is a tinted headband. Right there, I have it set out on the table. You want those to protect your eyes, your face. It definitely protects your eyes from UV rays that you deal with during the cutting process. The third piece is a fire retardant jacket, similar to this one here. I've set one on the table right here behind you guys to look at. That's going to protect your skin. All right, it protects you from mild burns and infrared heat that is radiated from this cutting process. So now that I've told you how to properly dress, what PPE to have, you're definitely going to want to know what tools to have. Alright, so the first tool you're going to need is a crescent wrench here. Alright, as I said before, you're going to need it to tighten these up. You need it to tighten stuff up on your torch here. Alright, the second tool is a friction lighter, commonly known as striker. Alright, it creates that stripe. You can pass that one around. That creates the sparks. So whenever you get your gas and regulators all set up at the end of your torch, you can create that flame. Alright, so those are the two tools that you're definitely going to need for this process. So now that I've told you about the tools, I'm going to tell you how to set up your regulators and get everything set to the pressures that you need to create the flame. Alright, the acetylene regulators, or gas, here is going to be red. It's going to have this red hose here coming off of it, and this here is your regulator. Alright? This is your oxygen. It's green. Same thing here. You have a green hose coming off, and of course it's got the matching green knob here. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that these tanks are shut off whenever you connect these gauges. Alright? So the first thing we're going to do here is tighten up these regulators. On your acetylene, it's actually going to be backwards from what you're used to. It is a left-handed thread. So, first time you get on there, you're probably going to go the wrong direction. So we're going to make sure that these get tight and secure. Make sure you get these visible where you can see your gauges. Double check if you need to. So next we're going to turn our tanks on, alright? I'm going to open up these two. So we got the acetylene open now. So to adjust this, here on your left is telling you your pressure that you want coming out, or your PSI. As we know, the red connects here. So we're going to open this valve up just a little bit. This tank is open. You can hear it starting to flow out. We're going to adjust this. And what we're looking for here is about 7 PSI. All right. Yes, you can smell it. It's coming out. So once you get it set, once you've got it set, shut it back off. All right. We shut this off. We have this set at 7 psi, and so now we're going to move on to the oxygen. All right. We're going to make sure it's open again. Same process here. Green hose comes up to this. We're going to open this knob as well as this top release valve. Then we're going to come over here to this regulator, and we're going to set it to 40 psi. And you can hear it blowing. We're going to shut both of these off. Alright, so now that we got everything set up, we know that our acetylene is set at 7 psi, our oxygen is set at 40 psi. So the next thing we're going to do is get a striker. We're going to open up our acetylene, we're going to crack it open, and barely open our oxygen. We can get our striker here. Open our oxygen a little more. Our top valve. Slowly adjust our flame down. Do what that fine point on here. Shut it off. I'm going to kill my gas. And then kill my oxygen. So, if you decide to use a cutting torch, follow these 3 steps. First step, make sure you got the right equipment to wear, right protective equipment. Second step is making sure you have connections and gauges, make sure your hoses, everything, you're tight and secure, everything's in place. And the third and final step is knowing what PSI to set your gauges at, that way you can get the proper flame in. When properly set up, you can cut a variety of thicknesses and a couple different types of metal with it. Thank you.